going to make sourdough starter. Actually, I already had starter. I'm gonna feed it in preparation. This is my starter that my daughter gave me some time ago. If you don't have your own starter, you can make it with flour and water. We're just right now gonna prepare to make bread in another few days. So I'm gonna feed my starter over the course of 3 days. I put about a 1/4 cup of my starter in there. I've got my kitchen scale, which is a must, and we're gonna zero it out. We've got it on the gram setting. We're gonna put 100 grams of warm water in there. It's a very forgiving recipe, so if it's more or less 100 grams, if you go over a little bit, it's not that big a deal. Okay, which I did. I'm gonna take a little bit out. You might hear my kids in the background whispering because they're incapable of being quiet. Oh, no, they're eating Thanksgiving leftovers. And we ate all the sourdough bread, so we're gonna make more. Okay, so we've got it in about 100 grams here. We're gonna zero it out so we can add the flour. I'm gonna mix up the starter. Just kind of incorporate the water a bit. Now we've got a 50-50 blend of flour here. It's 50% half whole wheat flour and half all-purpose flour. And I use King Arthur flour. It's a 100% employee-owned company and they have really good product. So you just mix up half whole wheat flour, half all-purpose in a tub that you can work with. And I'm gonna put in about 95 grams, not quite 100. Here we go. And then I'm gonna add a little rye, just to bump it up a notch. Not quite there. And I like to have a clean container. Tap that. I like to have a clean container to put it in so I can gauge how far it's risen over the course of the day. And every morning I'm going to feed it. And I'm filming, honey. And we're going to put it in this container, mix it up real well. And then we're going to keep it someplace warm so it can rise. By the 3rd day, it should be really fluffy and have grown twice its size, and that means it's time to make bread with it. But you do have to feed it over the course. And you could even feed it twice a day if you like, but who has that kind of time, right? Get as much of that in there as you can. And to gauge how much it's risen, wrap a rubber band around the center. And that's going to gauge where we started. By the end of the day, it should be up to there. Then the next day, you're going to get rid of all but a 1/4 cup. And you can put it in your old starter jar with your old starter. You don't need that much. I mean, I hate to throw it away. There's things you can do with it. You can make pancakes and stuff if you like, but you really don't need it. You need to just get a 1/4 cup and start all over again. And put it someplace warm. Maybe wrap a towel around it. I take the rim of the mason jar and put a wax paper over there and poke holes in the wax paper because it has to be able to breathe. I'm going to find a warm place for that, and hopefully after 3 days of this, we can start making bread.